Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day. Yesterday we had the CPI, and today we're going to have the PPI. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what's happening. Hopefully we're going to have good results, and we definitely have a lot of news coming out for stocks right now, specifically for Google, specifically for Palantir. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the day is going to go. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a great day. And yeah, not much I could say. Let me see this. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Four people. Oh, what's up, man? Hoonie Cap, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So let me do this. And yeah, so we're going to have the PPI today. And yesterday we had the CPI. For anybody that doesn't know the difference and wants to learn, the CPI stands for the Consumer Price Index, and the PPI stands for the Producer Price Index. The CPI is the inflation that you pay. So you, the viewer, is the inflation that you pay. While the PPI is essentially the inflation that wholesalers pay. And whatever wholesalers pay, it goes down to consumers. So in theory, today's PPI is going to influence the next CPI, which is going to be interesting. Also, the next Federal Reserve meeting, if I'm not mistaken, meets after the next CPI and the next PPI report. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to end up happening. Hertwit Cat, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. It looks like we're expecting to get 0.3% up, and last report was 0.5% down. So a lot of people concentrate on CPI, very few people concentrate on PPI. There's a lot of different metrics that people should definitely be concentrating on, and these all things matter, and all of these things is what, affects the stock market. As you see, yesterday the stock market did pretty good. Cathie Wood has bought into Palantir more. Cryptocurrency market is standing still. And this is where we're at right now. Let me see the yields. 10-year Treasury yield. Let's see the Treasury yield. All right, let's present this. Share screen. Let's do window. Let's do this. Let's do this. This. Continue to site. So this is the 10-year Treasury yield. The 10-year Treasury yield is currently at 3.34%. If you guys remember, the Treasury yield is basically what the mortgages are on. So if this is 3.4%, you could bet that the mortgages are going to be right around 5.5%, which is not bad. At one point, we were all the way up to 4.2%, and our mortgages were very close to 7%. So yeah, very, very good. Let me see how we are. So that's this. This is the 10-year. And if we go to the 2-year, Kramer. And then if we go to the 2-year, and the 2-year is actually down to 3.87, which is very, very interesting as well. So it's definitely going down. You remember this? At one point, the 2-year was at 5%, guys. 5 freaking percent. And now it went down to 3.8%. So what does this mean? You have CPI inflation, you have PPI inflation, you have PCE, you have everything, right? At the end of the day, what does all of this mean? This has bearing on our economy, but what exactly does it have bearing on? And everything's kind of intertwined and meshed, right? So you have Treasury yields, and Treasury yields is essentially guaranteed money. The higher the Treasury yield, the more attractive it is to just put your money in a safe place instead of investing in the stock market, instead of investing in companies, instead of doing venture capitalists. Let me explain. If you have money and you want to invest it in the stock market, essentially S&P 500 throughout time gives you 7% return on your money, right? But if you're getting 5% guaranteed from the government, why would you risk downside, right? That's essentially what's happening. And this is what's happening to the banks. So the regional banks, customers are taking their money out, and instead of keeping their money in the banks, they're putting it in treasury. Because if you have $100,000, $200,000, it doesn't seem like a lot, but 5% on $200,000 gets you $10,000 at the end of the year. Plus, on treasuries, you don't pay any taxes for states. So if you're in the 41 states that have taxes, God bless Florida, God bless Texas, God bless Nevada, you don't have taxes. But if you're in the other states, it's very, very lucrative. It's very interesting for you. So that's what's happening right now. The federal funds rate right now is at 5.25%. Inflation is now down to 5%. And for the first time in a long time, we have a higher federal funds rate than we have interest rates, right? So the question is, what is the Federal Reserve going to do? And the Federal Reserve is saying that there is no way that we will be lowering interest rates this year. I think that is false. You guys can screenshot this. I've been saying it since last year. I think at the end of this year, we will be getting a rate hike reduction. That's my personal opinion. Now, the rate hikes doesn't have to be much. It could be something small, but I definitely think that we're going to get rate hike reductions. If you look at CME FedWatch, this is what Wall Street believes is going to happen with the Federal Reserve. So they believe that there is a 98% chance that the Federal Reserve will not raise interest rates. 98%. The Federal Reserve will not raise interest rates. Let's see. Then the meeting after, 1 second. December 2nd, where we are right now. Where the hell did we just go? June? Okay, good. And then in July, they're saying that there's a 43% chance that they're going to reduce the rates. And then in September, they believe that there is a 75% chance that they're going to reduce it between 25 and 50 basis, 0.25 and 0.5. By November, they believe that there is a 98% chance that they're going to be lowering the Fed funds rate. And by December, they believe that there is, again, a 98% chance that they will be lowering the rates. Okay? So that's essentially what's happening right now. I'm probably going to do a better video of the economy. And in that economy video, I will probably break down what I think is going to happen. And I want to compare what's happening now to what happened before. But I told you guys, estimated that the S&P is going to go up double digits this year. I called it on my videos many times before. So far, it seems like I am right. And I break it down to past history. Yeah. In 3 minutes, we will get the PPI. Cheeps, good morning. How you doing, my brother? Yes, the Fed now is going to go live. Good morning, Adam. Really appreciate these live chats. Thank you so much. That's very, very good. Appreciate that. Let me ask you guys a question. If I was to do a Patreon, would anybody be interested if I were to do like essentially, instead of concentrate on YouTube, I would concentrate more on Patreon. I would do like lives and I can go over the economy and stuff like that because I don't mind doing the work. It just sucks because you don't get compensated on YouTube. Would anybody be interested in that? And then I could do like more economy type videos and things like that. Breakdown of financials, more so like that. I don't know. My friend Cheeps is telling me that I should do a Patreon. And I would be surprised how many people would sign up. Good morning, Joker. How you doing, my brother? Adam, yo, Mitch, how are you, buddy? Adam, have been following you from the shadows. Glad to hear you are still putting out great content. God bless you and your family from NASA, Kennedy Space Center, Florida. Yes, sir, Florida. Florida is the real America. And thank you so much for your $1 donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Cheeps, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. I will be coming down to Florida this year 100%. I cannot wait to have some Florida mud with you and chop it up a little bit. Cheeps is a great guy. I will be in Patreon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was looking yesterday. Yeah, so the thing is, I had a Patreon. The thing is, I wasn't able to give too much value to my Patreon, and I feel so bad to take money for nothing. I know a lot of people do that, but that's not me. So if I was to do a Patreon, I wanted to be able to give people value. So I don't know what that value would be. Maybe I would do live markets every day or something, maybe something like that. And, I don't know. I want to give value for Patreon, and I'm kind of stuck. So if I don't concentrate on YouTube, I can make videos for Patreon pretty much. Because right now, I don't have any intentions of making any crypto videos for a long time until I feel like it. I'm kind of like in my stock mode right now. So yeah. But I appreciate your support, and when I do have a Patreon, I will let you know. Let me pull up the PPI report. PPI report. Let me see this. Present. 1 second. It's not out yet. One moment. Where it is? All right. Oh, wow. Price for final. No. We did exactly what we were expecting. I believe we were expecting 0.3, and we got 0.3. One moment. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me share my screen. All right. This is the producer price index. The producer price index for final demand advanced 0.2% in April. The U.S. Bureau of Statistics final demand price fell 0.4% in March and were unchanged in February. On an adjusted basis, the index for final demand moved up 2.3%. Prices for final demand, less foods, energy, and trade services rose 0.2% in April after inching up 0.1%. For the first 12 months in April, the index for final demand, less food, energy, and trade services increased 3.4%. Wow, look at that. Can I show you guys something that's so interesting? Just look. This is the first time we had everybody moving like the same synchronized motion, right? Look at this. Everybody's coming to the same exact point. Isn't that interesting? We kind of had it right here too, but this is interesting. Like everybody went to the same point. That's interesting. 12 months is going down. Okay. 0.0 demand. Okay. So I think we are exactly as estimated. I think we are a little bit below on certain things. Let me see this. April. Unchanged. Demand prices for stage 4 intermediate demand moved up. 2024 April. This is May. Goods and services. Okay, maybe I'll read this and put it out. But it looks like we did good today. I think the market will keep going up today because we did good. We did as expected, and I think we got a 0.1 beat on one of these. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And as you can see, the numbers are going down, right? The numbers are going down. So the blue is the final demand goods. The red is the final demand services. So you have goods, you have services. Goods is the tangible object. Services is to service those objects. And then the black line is the final demand. And the final demand is between the two. So it looks like everything is going down. So for the month, we're up. For the year, we're down. Now, I just wanted to say one more thing before we go any further. There's a reason why I believe that the Federal Reserve is going to reduce their rates this year. I don't care what they're saying. If they announce it beforehand, the whole market's going to go up and then it's going to tank eventually. The reason why I think that's going to happen is several reasons. They changed the rules, right? So the way that they calculated inflation for CPI and PPI, last year was they took an average of 2 years. Now they take an average of 1 year. So annually versus biannually. If they do that, just think about it. Last year's inflation was super high, right? But the year before was lower. So the inflation was going up, up, up. If you're comparing today's inflation compared to a year ago, obviously you're going to be doing a lot better because the bar is so high. However, if you take the average between last year and the year before, your bar is no longer here. It's not here. Your bar is in the middle. It will be here. So your inflation right now would not be as diminished as they're making it sound. The reason they changed the rules, and this is not me being a conspiracy theorist, this is not me making shit up. You could literally read it. It's in the CPI report. January CPI report said we are changing the rules. With no explanation why. And the reason they're doing this is to artificially reduce inflation. And by artificially reducing inflation, they are giving the Federal Reserve a way out to reduce interest rates. The next meeting is, I think like 1,000,000% they're going to do 0 basis points. 0. They cannot lower it because they're going to lose face. They cannot raise it because they will collapse the markets. This is going to do a couple of things, in my personal opinion. I believe the stock market is going to go up. If you follow history, the stock market actually goes down after they start reducing interest rates. I got to make a better video on that, so I don't want to speak about the exact dates and timing. I'll make a video on it. But what's going to happen, in my opinion, is the banks, okay? The banks right now are really undervalued. Now, I'm not saying to buy banks. I'm not saying to invest in banks. I am just saying a simple thing. Banks in general, specifically regional banks, have gotten fucked up. If you believe that they will be lowering interest rates, then you believe that eventually the treasury yields are going to go down. And if the treasury yields go down, there will be a resurrection of banks. People will go back to the banks. I know that behind the scenes, the regional banks are asking the Federal Reserve, are asking the United States government to help them out because they cannot compete with JP Morgan, Bank of America, so on and so forth. Now, there are antitrust laws, there are monopoly laws, and before, no single bank can have more than 10% of total assets of the country. JP Morgan was at 10%, and now JP Morgan is way above 10% because they ended up buying First Republic Bank. If I'm not mistaken, JP Morgan bought Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan bought First Republic Bank, and JP Morgan bought another 2 banks, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. So, a good play, if you can find the right one, is a bank. I know what I'm saying sounds crazy, but think about it. The reason the banks are getting fucked up is because of bank runs. The reason of bank runs is because they're getting free money from treasuries. So what's the point of having your money in the banks? Now, if the banks are down 30, 40, 50%, and I'm not making that up, just check the bank stocks. They're all down. What do? I did end up recently buying into a bank play. I bought a bank play. Maybe I'll make a video on that in the future. Somebody told me about it. I did some research on it, and it was a good play. So we'll see what ends up happening. So banks are a good opportunity to get into, but not all banks. A few of them. The banks that are not reliant on commercial businesses, the banks that are doing more local shops, things like that, maybe would be good. Tech sector. Tech sector got shellacked the most. And I believe the tech sector is going to come back with a vengeance. Right now, we're seeing a resurrection. Yo, Cheeps, I'll talk to you on the phone. I'll give you the bank play that I did. I'll call you on the phone and I'll explain to you. It's actually a really cool play. What was I saying? Yeah, tech sector. Right now, interesting things are happening with Palantir. Interesting things are happening with Google, and interesting things are happening with Microsoft. I believe that Google and Microsoft, as I've been saying in my thesis on this channel, are going to have an AI war. Google just put out their investor presentation. It was a 2-hour presentation. I'm going to put up a 10-minute abridged version Of the 10-minute abridged version, 99.9% is AI. All they're saying is AI, 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 because AI is the next revolution. And then they talk about their Pixel phone. So a 2-hour presentation is 99% AI. So Google is putting in a shit ton of money to compete with Microsoft. Microsoft is putting in a shit ton of money to compete with Google. Microsoft and Google are both going to go up, okay? Microsoft and Google are both going to go up. Those are your safe bets that if you don't want to lose money and you want to appreciate money, Google and Microsoft seem like a good play. Not financial advice, just for me, okay? My personal opinion. Besides for that, Palantir seems like a very, very good play for me. Cathie Wood just bought into Palantir again. A year ago, they got out of Palantir. They sold, I think at one point they had like $500 million in Palantir. I don't want to make that up. I know their last position was like 37 million. They sold out. Yesterday, it was announced that Cathie Wood buys in 4.4 million shares of Palantir. And she bought it, I believe, at around high nines. Now, some people are going to say, Cathie Wood is a curse because she doesn't do good. However, people don't realize that during, Corona, she did very well. And what goes up must come down, but what comes down bounces back up, right? She might have her day in the sun. And when she does, and what's going to happen right now is she's going to be talking about Palantir. I believe she's going to keep adding to her Palantir position because usually Cathie Wood buys in 2 or 3 day increments. Usually. She doesn't just buy one day. And they explain why they buy, how much they buy, and the reasons before it. So I believe that Palantir is going to get a lot of publicity right now in the news. Hims, hair products. Hims had an absolutely stellar earnings. Stellar earnings. It was an amazing, amazing, amazing earnings. Really smashed it out of the park. And they were down 11%. As I said yesterday, as the market goes up, Hims is going to go down. Hims ended up going up like 0.8% if I'm not mistaken. And it wasn't a reduction that I was looking for, but maybe it'll go down today because I think the market is going to keep going back up. I think Palantir is going to go back up as well because Cathie Wood bought into it, and I think she's going to keep leaning into it. So those are my plays right now for stocks. Palantir, Hims, Microsoft, Google. I also hold a position in MicroStrategy for a Bitcoin play. Okay, when it comes to cryptocurrency, I honestly, if it was me and I was starting in crypto right now, I would probably do a 50% allocation of my funds to Bitcoin. And the other 50%, you could do whatever you want. You could do 100% to Bitcoin. You could do, but I would do, if it was me, 50% into Bitcoin. And the other 50% I would do across different types of altcoins, if you guys want to do something like that. Algorand is a really interesting play. A lot of risk and a lot of reward. And I'll tell you what the risk for Algorand is. And I'll tell you what the reward for Algorand is. The risk for Algorand is nobody's paying attention yesterday. Nobody was paying attention today. And it's possible no one's going to pay attention tomorrow. And if that happens, Algorand will never, never get any traction. Doesn't mean it's not going to go up. It's just not going to get traction. However, if it does get traction, you will be rewarded. Algorand never had a bull run. It never had a massive, massive spike up. And it is due for a spike up. So that is a really big risk versus reward play. Hedera is a really good play for me because Hedera is, I don't care if people are going to hate me or not. And I don't care about this whole centralized, decentralized debate anymore because that's a false statement. Nobody cares about that. Hedera is leaning towards institutional clients. Hedera is leaning towards enterprise-grade solutions. And while all cryptocurrencies talk about that, all blockchains, DLTs, DAGs talk about that, Hedera HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph is like literally the only cryptocurrency that's actually leaning towards it. It's literally being used every single day. Every single day, Hedera Hashgraph is being used by enterprise-grade solutions. It's a fact. So if I had money, I would put my money into Bitcoin and risk versus reward Algorand. And Hedera is doing really big things. Besides for that, ICP is a very interesting play. I believe also Quant is a very interesting play. And there's other interesting plays. But yeah, that's what I would do if I had crypto, if I got into crypto right now. Most of my crypto is locked up into Algorand. If there is a huge spike, I am most definitely going to spread out my bets between a couple of other cryptos. And that's my update for today. Real estate. If you guys want to know about real estate, I could talk about real estate as well. I'm going to answer some questions now from the audience. Also, I asked the question before, but I didn't have as many people. I might be doing a Patreon again, and I might be doing these live updates from Patreon maybe 2 or 3 times a week. If anybody wants to join, I don't know if you guys give a fuck or not or want to, but I would like to give more real videos like this that for some reason never did good. Nobody watches them. So let's see. Where did I end? Hey, good morning from Australia. Shout out to you, man. Big Buddha. Maytag, good to see you, my brother. I hope you're feeling well, and I hope the family is doing good. Jam, hope to see you in one of the Palantir weekly videos soon. Thank you. It's hard because Amit does it really, really late, and I have 2 kids. One is like 18 months, 19 months, and the other one is a few days old. And I do feedings at 10 a.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m., 7 a.m., and then I wake my other one up at 7:45. I'm exhausted. So it's very hard for me to do night shows. I was looking for your Patreon. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You already? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I think I might just go over to Patreon. You don't get paid on YouTube, bro. It's terrible. Palantir and pre-market. Palantir is doing good, man. A lot of people hate on Palantir, and you know, there's a lot of people that review There's a lot of people that review Palantir, and all they go is by the financials. But they don't go by the story. And that's okay. That's some people. But people don't understand that there's a story behind Palantir, and the numbers are not 100% representative of what's happening with Palantir. And that's all I could say about that. Hey, good morning. How are you, my friend? Banks have plenty of room to run once we get into a recovery post-recession. Yeah, for sure. Truist Bank? What's that? Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Good to see you. Also, Tesla is investing a lot of money into AI. I like Tesla. I would maybe get back into Tesla. I was able to sell. I don't know. I might be around even on my Tesla. I think I still hold a little bit of Tesla, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit. I don't got much. Maybe like 10 grand or something in it. Anyone for anything person thinks a curse and they have that stock is a fool. That anyone that buys 4 million shares of anything and the person thinks they are a curse. Yeah, that's not a curse. Just people, I get it why people are saying that. They think that everything Cathie Wood touches goes down. But you guys got to remember, everything Cathie Wood touches is tech. Tech was going down. Think about it. Have your personal positions done much better than Cathie's? Cathie is all about tech, 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 tech. If tech is going down, obviously her positions are going down. You feel me? Face orange, biting nails. It's so funny because I'm using StreamYard. I don't even see this. What I'm seeing is face orange, biting nails, face orange, biting nails. I don't actually see, Kurt, I don't actually see the emoji that you put down. What about XLM? I'll let you know. By the way, if you guys do want to support the channel, I do have channel memberships. It's $3 a month. Just click to be a channel member. I get like $2 from that. And YouTube takes $1. So if you guys want to support the channel that way, that'll help as well. Basically, I need to be making from YouTube, I would say at least like $1,000 to make it bare minimum make sense. That's why I started leaning towards other businesses. So if I could make something like that, at least it's worth it for me to make videos. So if I could get that off of like Patreon or channel membership, I would make it. But other than that, it's a hobby now. It became work and I'm not getting compensated. So at the bare minimum, you would like to make $1,000 as side money, extra money. It doesn't even cover my programs and stuff like that. So it's crazy. Oh, XLM. XLM is a very interesting thing. So is XRP. Both of them are micro payment processor. They can process higher amounts, but they're essentially micro payment processors. And it's a good play. I don't think XLM is ever going to go to the moon. And XLM for me is more like a stable coin, essentially. I don't have anything bad to say about XLM, but there's nothing special. Like, they don't really do too many things. And the strength of XLM is the same strength of XRP. The actual technology is not amazing. It's basic technology for blockchains, basic. The TPS, the basic smart contracts, things like that. The meat and potatoes of XLM and XRP is their network. Their global networks, their payment networks. So that's the strength. But I don't have anything bad to say about it. With Algorand, I am quite afraid of Rand Labs leaving. How many algos did they receive? How many are... I'm with you. I have no idea. Algorand has a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And it sucks. It definitely sucks. I could say at this particular point in time, I regret my Algorand investment. And anybody that bought in cannot say they don't regret it. Everybody does. I'm not saying it's a bad project. I'm not saying the fundamentals suck. I'm not saying the technicals suck, because Algorand is amazing. But obviously I regret it because it shouldn't be down this much. And they have so much internal beef. And when Voi launches, it's going to be essentially Algorand without Algorand Foundation. Same exact technicals. And I'll be buying a lot of Voi, because I do think the Algorand Foundation fucked up Algorand. And who else is to blame? You know? Who else is to blame? Bo Rabbit, what's goody, baby? Also, if BitTorrent got bankrupt because of Algo, the question is who is next on the SEC list, and if they will also go after cryptos like Hedera or anybody else who has management in place. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But I have noticed also very bullish news. At the next block, they announced that they will be doing a decentralized... who gives a fuck? Like, honestly, what is that going to do? Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Well, how does that help anything? At the end of the day, you need adoption. You need people to use your chain. That's why I'm bullish on Hedera, because the governing council members are the reason the chain is going. The DLT is going. So you're going to get decentralized relay nails. Who gives a fuck? Every crypto is centralized and decentralized. Let me explain. Any crypto you give me, 99% of them, you can argue that they are decentralized or centralized depending on your viewpoint, depending on your side. So with that said, decentralized relay nodes, that's good, but that's not going to make the price go up. What's going to make the price go up is not fucking up a perfect opportunity with FIFA. And what's going to make the price go up is not spending $15 million on Stacy's Bike Club. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I know it's a stretch, but my hypothesis Palantir hits 11 today, get some pullback, but more support will come. What's the price right now? Let me check. Wow. No, in order for Palantir to hit 11 today, we would have to go up 20%. I don't see us going up 20%. I'll take it. I don't see us going up 20%, but I am definitely happy to see what's happening right now. This could be the only play that pulls her out of everything. I hope so. You know, if this is going to be another Tesla play for her, this is going to be freaking poetic justice. And I saw a couple of YouTubers yesterday saying that Palantir will never go back up and da-da-da-da-da. I cannot wait. I am going to make so many videos. I am going to make so many fucking videos, bro. I am going to make so many fucking videos for sure. Any quant updates? I don't really have any quant updates. Quant does what quant does. Quant is a very unique case, and that's why I like quant, because quant is also for businesses. Quant is an operating system, much like Microsoft Windows for PCs. Quant Overledger is for blockchains. And what happens is Quant already is integrated with 10 different blockchains. I believe Polygon, Ethereum, Avalanche, Bitcoin, and a couple of others. And you have this overledger system that connects to all the blockchains, and you can build on top of that private and public. So, for example, JP Morgan Chase has a blockchain. Most people don't know this, but Chase definitely has a blockchain. Chase's blockchain is a private blockchain, but Chase's blockchain that's private can connect now through Quant Overledger, interoperable to any one of the blockchains that Quant is on. So Quant is a very interesting play. I like Quant a lot. And their founder, Gilbert Verdian, is 100% about the business. That's it. So Quant is very, very interesting. I like Bitcoin. I like Algorand, Hedera, Quant, and ICP. The reason why I like those projects is each of them do something very unique. Yes. I regret I bought it 36 cents, but that's life. Yeah, 100%. I was buying DCA down. I don't know what my price is, honestly, to go in. It's probably close to like $1 range. And yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks because right now the price of Algorand should be 70 cents. And we got fucked. And everybody, the whole community is on this hopium trip, talking about technicals and fundamentals. Bro, technicals and fundamentals don't always win. The truth of the matter is Jess needs to make crazy marketing and public relations and partnerships. I don't see Jessica being able to land a Fortune 500 company to work with Algorand because of this SEC lawsuit. So I think we kind of fucked. Yeah. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate the membership. Guys, thank you so much. Anybody that's giving me channel membership, it's $3 a month. You get really cool emojis if you guys want to use it. And it really helps my channel out. I get $2 out of the $3. It's hard to make videos, bro. I was making 1 video a day for all of my channels. So I was making 4 videos a day at one point. It sucks. The fund she put these is an ARK-K. It could be... she actually put it into 2 funds. Give me a second, I'll tell you. It's actually 2 funds. One moment. It's actually 2 funds. Give me 1 second. 1 second. It is... She put it into ARK-K, but she also bought 600,000 shares for ARK-W. Okay? So she bought ARK-K and ARK-W. I have been picking up more recently. You've been picking up more Algorand or Quant? I don't know anything about SOS. I never heard about it. However, be very careful. When you buy let me explain something about Chinese stocks. If you buy Chinese stocks, you don't own the Chinese stock, okay? Like right now, if you were to buy a stock, right? This is a stock of a U.S. company. You get a stock certificate of the U.S. company. When you buy shares of stock for a Chinese company, you cannot own it. It's not legal for you to own it. So you are actually buying shares of a holding company, of a holding company, of a holding company that holds shares of stock for that Chinese company. Now, you're going to say, Adam, but what does that exactly mean? I still own the shares. Yes, technically you do. However, nobody thought there would be a collapse of 4 of our major banks, but it happened. Nobody thinks there's going to be a collapse where you're going to get fucked on your shares, but it can happen. So be very, very careful. With that said, I have no clue what SOS is. Also, ARK-W has 600K. I've been buying more Quant. I like Quant. I like Quant right now a lot. Probably, I don't know. I'm trying to pick which one I like the most. Quant has an extremely good use case, and so does Hedera. I probably like Quant and Hedera at the top if I had to pick. Because Quant and Hedera are going after businesses, right? Like they have an actual use case. People are using them for something. Hey, Saraba, good to see you. You've been with me for quite a while. I hope your journey is going well. You know what I'm talking about. I hope you're doing good. And thank you so much for the channel membership. Guys, it really does help out. It's only $3. I get 2. YouTube takes 1. Patreon only takes like 10%. And if I get enough people, I might just go straight to Patreon and get off of YouTube because, yeah, it sucks. I like Quant. Thank you so much, Saraba, one more time for being a channel member. I appreciate you. I've been buying more Quant. I like Quant a lot. I definitely like Quant. A lot. Let's see. Yo, I like Algorand too. I like Algorand at these prices. I'm just not going to be adding at these prices anymore. I'm done. I was adding all the way down from 30 cents I'm sorry, from 40 cents down on Algorand. But yeah, they can't get no traction, and yeah, they in a really shitty position, and they're gonna get a lot of competition from Voy right now, a lot. So I am big on Quant, HBAR, VeChain. So my problem with VeChain is VeChain. So Hedera does what VeChain does, but better. And VeChain is only about supply chains, essentially. That's what they do. But Hedera does the same thing, and they do it cheaper, faster, and better, from my understanding. So if it was me, and I'm not telling you what to buy, you know better than me, I would allocate VeChain into HBAR. Because HBAR is doing it with Avery Dennison. They're tracking billions of products. Only 12 likes, guys. This guy has a lot of good videos and a lot of knowledge. If you are here, you're enjoying listening to him, so press the like button. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you guys like real estate videos, I have a real estate channel as well. I still put videos on that. I own several pieces of property. I bought the properties not from YouTube. I actually own the properties before YouTube. It's Section 8. So I talk about my Section 8 properties if you guys want to check it out. Thank you. I'm big on ICP, HBAR, XLM, and XRP. I like that. Those are good plays. ICP is a very interesting play. Again, ICP is not a business play for me, but ICP is a very unique play. It has moat. They're literally making a brand new internet. Bro, a brand new internet. It's really cool. So most people don't know, and this is going to go back to the decentralization versus centralized. There's 3 major cloud companies: Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. Almost all cryptos store their information on the cloud, and they use Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, AWS. Because of that, almost all of these cryptos are considered centralized, if you think about it, right? Because all of it is on one essential company or server. ICP has its own. So ICP's nodes are on ICP Internet. ICP literally stands for Internet Computer Protocol. I'm doing good. Love Palantir. Keeping close on it, by the way. Under 190. Wow, good for you. I fell off. I have my kid, and I'm freaking exhausted. So, but yeah, I'm very proud of you. I'll get back on it. Look, I don't even have time to shave. I don't have time to do a haircut. So shout out to you. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. We just need people to boost your channel here. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's really, really hard. And I don't know why, for the life of me, why my channel doesn't boost up. Maybe I have too many channels. Maybe I was concentrating on crypto, stocks, side hustles, real estate too much, and I gotta dumb it down. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And I'll tell you this, like, I'm more knowledgeable in crypto than I am in stocks. Very few YouTubers can talk about many different cryptos like I do. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying I'm knowledgeable. Very few of them can talk without Googling, right? I don't need to Google. I'm answering people's questions. I'm talking. I'm having an intelligent conversation with a lot of facts and data. And for some reason, the channels that can't do that, the shitty fucking channels, are the ones that are growing. It's crazy. It's crazy. The shittiest channels are the ones that grow. I'll give you an example in real estate too. The channels that are saying real estate is about to collapse, there's going to be a huge opportunity to buy real estate. I don't currently own real estate, but soon I will buy real estate, are the real estate channels that do good. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. At the same time, I can talk about my actual physical real estate properties, and it just doesn't do good. Same thing with stocks. Most people talking about stocks, they barely own any stocks. They barely have any, skin in the game. It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. When I talk about business, I have a business for nearly 20 years. 20 years? 19, 20? 20 years. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to see other channels do good when they don't have any knowledge, right? It's crazy. It's so crazy. But it is what it is. I am big on algo, still see that it is technically best solution. For example, DeFi is much more efficient than anywhere else. Let me just say it right here. I 100% agree with you. Technically, Algorand is top-notch. Top-notch. Fundamentally, Algorand is top notch. Top 3 for both. It could be even number 1, right? It's an amazing project. I fucking love Algorand. I just don't like the way it was managed. I don't like the inflationary pressure from Algorand Foundation. And I don't like the internal civil war that's happening right now. And if a lot of the developers are going to leave Algorand, which it seems that they will, Algorand's going to probably go down more. Now, Jessica was hired to do marketing. See, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. Algorand has a very big uphill battle to fight because who wants to work with Algorand if there's possibly going to be a lawsuit from SEC specifically for Algorand because they're naming Algorand as security in the other suit. It's very hard. And Jess was specifically hired for these big jobs, these big promotions. So it's very, very hard for her to do her job, which means that Algorand is going to have a problem. That's my opinion. With that said, I love Algorand. I think John Wood is a stud. I think he's phenomenal. I will never have a bad thing to say about that man. I think he's single-handedly supporting the entire Algorand system. I think, what's his name? From the Algorand Inc., I think the guy's name is Greg, if I'm not mistaken. He's like their lead technical guy. He was on stage with John. He's amazing. Amazing. I think Stacy fucked Algorand big time, many times over. And they have a really big problem going up. And Silvio McCallie, who's an absolute legend in the field, doesn't do marketing, doesn't do tweets, doesn't do public relations. Algorand has a problem. It doesn't matter how good you are if nobody gives a fuck, if nobody knows who you are. For example, I'm fantastic, but nobody knows my channel. I cannot grow my channel for shit. Meanwhile, people that are so much worse than me are growing their channel. Very few YouTubers can talk to me about crypto. I'll talk to crypto all day long, but their channels are growing so much faster than mine. How? Why? Because the technicals and fundamentals only mean so much. And that's kind of what's happening to Algorand. Hey, Adam, are you still big into Algorand? I am still big into Algorand. I probably have more Algorand than any other Algorand YouTuber. I do not DCA anymore. And I will not be buying any more anytime soon. Yeah, but I own a lot of Algorand. A lot of Algorand. Yeah. No need. Yeah. Like Amit, I need a gimmick. Tampa Bay Rays, the only pathetic basketball team that has a cowbell. Yeah, he was making fun of Amit. You know I love your account. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Dude, what part of Florida are you going to? I heard you said you go. Yes, first of all, I heard that you're in Florence. You have a boat. What kind of boat you have, if you don't mind me saying? I think you have a shit ton of Algorand, a shit ton of Palantir, if I'm not mistaken. Did you say you have 44,000 shares, if I'm not mistaken? So I want to move. So a couple of things. If I was to go I was supposed to go next to Naples to look for some pieces of property, some land to develop. It got held off because of my baby girl being born. And then my friend Cheeps, you see him here. His name is Cheeps. He lives in Pensacola. He's actually a pilot. He was a Marine, and now he's a Navy training pilot. He teaches people how to fly. Shout out to him. And if I messed up on your position, I'm sorry, Cheeps, but you know what I'm saying. He's actually awesome. If I was to move to Florida, or when I move to Florida, I would probably move to outside of Miami, like by the Hollandale area, places like that. Because I want to be next to Miami, but not in Miami, because Miami is becoming a shithole like New York. But I want to be next to Miami with all the food. I like very nice, fancy foods. Like, as I get older and I get fatter and I have kids, all I give a fuck about is a nice meal. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. So for me, a nice meal is where it's at. So that's why I would move right outside of Miami. That's my goal. At the same time, in order to do that, I would like a certain type of home with a nice pool, modern, maybe something on the water, and I figured I need around 1.5 for a home that I would like in that area. 1.5, 1.7. So, yeah, when the time comes, that's what I'm going to do. And yeah. Hello, I own Palantir for about 2 years. I was at 25 average price. Now I brought it down to 11. Do you have a target price or many TPs is target price, I'm assuming? Shout out to you. 11 is great. I was at like 18. I think I brought it down to 14. I actually asked a poll, and most people on Twitter, maybe people are scared because they don't want to respond, but most people on Twitter were like, yeah, I bought in at $8. I bought in at $9. Really cheap prices. So either the people that bought in higher don't want to talk about it because they're embarrassed, or there's just a shit ton of people that got in at the right time. Like with Algorand and with Palantir and all these investments, it's like I pioneer it, I get into early, and then a lot of people reap, which is great. That's the whole point of social media, right? You talk about your projects, and hopefully, nobody follows you, but not financial advice, but hopefully people make money, right? So yeah. Do I have a target price? I don't have a target price for Palantir, and for me, it all has to do with my family and my situation, right? So if the price of Palantir, now I have a lot of Palantir shares, okay? I have a lot of Palantir shares. So if the price of Palantir can go up to a certain amount where I can make real money and take it out, I would do that, and I wouldn't wait for that crazy bull run, crazy moon. I would take out some. Like if I can take out enough money to buy myself some real estate where I could get income from that real estate, I would be happy. Because remember, right now, everything I do, every breath I take, every step I take is for my family, my kids, my son and my daughter. That's all I give a fuck about. That's it. I don't care about nothing but that. And my goal is to provide for them the best possible life. And for me, I have investment accounts for them, but besides for that, I have real estate. So I will bestow my kids real estate. By the way, if you guys want to know how to open up a custodian account, let me know. If you guys want to know about the taxes about a custodian account, let me know. I have a video about it. Like 12 people watched it. It's an amazing video. Yeah. So if I were able to make a nice run-up, I would sell a lot of my portfolio if it was enough for me to buy real estate that's going to produce residual income. I hope that makes sense. And it's not that I don't believe in Palantir. It's just that I don't need that much. I already own several properties. I own my own property where I live. I own stocks. I own crypto. I don't have debt, really, only positive debt. So for me, I don't need no bull run. Like, I do need a bull run, but I don't need it like $1 trillion company. But then again, that's hard to say because if it starts pumping, I don't know when I'm going to sell. So I don't really have a price target, but I'm not selling anything until the price is going to be minimum. I would say at least like, I want to say like $30 a share. I wouldn't even start thinking about selling until it would be like $30 a share. And I don't think I would sell, to be honest with you. I hope it makes sense what I said, right? So all my investments are based on being able to buy a steady investment. And a steady investment for me is real estate. So if I can make enough of a hit, like if I can make $1 million and buy a piece of property clean and free, I would do that, if that makes sense. More knowledge than most of the finance YouTubers for sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Other people are just narrators. It's fucking crazy, and they do so good. They do so good. It drives me crazy. I'm not a hater. I don't understand it. And the thing is, I know about thumbnails, I know about descriptions, I know about all that, and I can do a highly edited video. I get no love. I was overall winner at Swiss Blockchain Hackathon with Projects Decentralized Real Estate Marketing, but did not find any venture capital to support it. I even got a lawyer, and we can do it legally correct. I was overall winner at a Swiss blockchain with Project Decentralized Real Estate. Are you saying that you have a project ability to do decentralized real estate? Let me rephrase. DM me. Can you DM me? Because I have a real estate background and I want to talk to you about something because I had an idea. And can you send me a DM, please? on Twitter, or I'll give you my email address. I just gave you my email address if you could take a look. I got to be bro, it's so frustrating. And then some of these YouTubers make so much money and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And, you know, I'm not making fun of nobody, but they don't know much. You know what I mean? Especially crypto. Especially crypto. So I don't know why he's against our Algorand. I really don't know why he has a hard on. Like, there's videos, I posted it, where he's praising Algorand, where he's saying Uber can be built on Algorand. Silvio McCallie is a G, and he's against it. I don't know why he has such a hard on, but I know that there's a lot of congressmen who are really going after his ass and calling for his resignation. Those people that don't show their face have more subscribers. I don't understand that either, bro. Thanks into which cryptos are you invested in? Why it has a lot of thanks into which. Just rewind a little bit. I spoke about it. Just rewind the video earlier today. A Key West Stealth 18-foot. Oh, that's really beautiful. Where is Florence located? Is that next to Pensacola, Naples side, or is that on the other side? Where is it located? I'm gonna holler at you when I get there. I mean, yeah, it would be great. I would love to. I would love to chop it up and talk and do a video if you want or whatever. It would be great. Nice, good for you. That's a lot of shares. Good for you. What about the OGs like me holding a little physical gold insurance? I have JEPI for the dividends. Am I crazy for it? No, I have JEPI as well. JEPI is part of my portfolio as well. I have JEPI. I like JEPI. JEPI is a very interesting dividend play. So JEPI is it stands for JP Morgan JP Morgan Income Producing ETF. That's what it is. That's not the exact words, but that they use all the words. And they pay out a dividend every single month. Their dividend last year was 11 point something percent. So let's just average it to 1% a month. They pay you every month. It's really, really cool. 85% of their investments in JEPI is 120 different companies. And they range, and they all have maximum like 1.5% of their portfolio in a specific company. So very safe dividend plays. 85% of their plays is, no, that's 85% and 15%. 15% is dividends, 85. I'm sorry, 85% is dividends and 15% is equity-backed notes, which means that they're playing options. Really, really cool. And it's managed by two senior advisors in JP Morgan who have decades of experience. I like JEPI a lot. Venice, brother, nice and quiet here. Oh, yeah, man. Many of my friends are in the military and police. Yeah, you know what? I made so many friends. I didn't have the honor of serving in the military, but I made a lot of friends from my subscribers that I met up with. My man Cheeps. Bro, matter of fact, everybody in the Wolfpack essentially was military. Cheeps was military. My man Hippo was Navy, if I'm not mistaken. My man Vic was U.S. Army. Did several tours, like a lot of them. And shout out to everybody else. I have so many other people. And I love my military, personnel. I try to show them as much respect as possible. Yeah. Gary is not again. He is against all cryptos. At the hearing in Congress stated that he never owned any crypto, not even Bitcoin. He has to, yeah, 100%. It's strange that he was teaching crypto, but he never invested in it. Fucking nuts. You can tell him from New York. Got it. Each one of us has a different way to live and interest. So yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. Like, for example, if people had different, so everybody has a little bit of a different investment threshold and a little bit of a different, pain tolerance and things like that. if you have nothing, and I don't want to make fun of people, like if you have nothing, if you don't have, if you rent, if you don't have property, you don't have a large investment portfolio, you still live at home, which is good, then you are going to want to make as much money as possible, right? You're going to want to do basically a moonshot, right? For example, that's good. But if you already have money, or let's say you already did what you're supposed to by your age group, right? By 20, you should be a certain place. By 30, you should be a certain place. By 40, by 50, by 60, so on and so forth. Well, then everyone is going to have a completely different play. And at the end of the day, that's what it means for you. My largest play that I did a really good play with Moderna. I made $1 million on Moderna. When everybody thought COVID was bullshit, I was in my friend Flex's wedding. Shout out to Flex and Maya. This was February 2020, and everybody was like, yo, COVID is bullshit, COVID is bullshit. And I'm like, nah. I was like, this is going to change the world. And whether you believe it or not, I was able to buy into Moderna. And I was able to sell out of Moderna. And I made a very nice, hefty profit. Unfortunately, I reinvested it into the stock market and then everything went down. But it is what it is. I am Cheaps. I work with the base. Thank you for your services. Oh, wow. That's nice. That's crazy. Yo, Cheaps is always at the base over there. Cheaps basically is like an 18-star general. I'm just joking. He's a 20-star. But he's the only star in my eyes. We have a pretty nice restaurant scene here in Sarasota. Oh, Sarasota, I know where that is, of course. Yeah, I know where Sarasota is. Sarasota is next to Naples, right? Like the next neighborhood. So when I go to Naples, I'll give you a call possibly. Can't be too close. Catastrophes happen. I hear you. Sarasota is where I want to move. 5-year plan. I heard Sarasota is one of the best places to live in Florida. It's rated one of the best places in Florida. Sarasota and Naples. But I'm just scared it's a little bit too old for like old people. Like the restaurants, I feel like are going to be more restaurants of like how do I say this? Like older people restaurants and not trendy restaurants. You know what I mean? Like. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Like Miami got that sexy vibe where, you know, superstars will go to, basketball players, movie stars, shit like that. Not that I ever seen any of them, but you get what I'm saying. The bougie spots. And sometimes you want bougie. Although I'm getting older and I don't want bougie. Great place. By the way, I think it's because of the chair he seats on. Any SEC chair will want to make sure that the rules are followed up. I hope that Gary will be more into clearing the regulation. Yeah, he hasn't cleared shit. For 2 years, he hasn't done anything. It's freaking crazy. I'm at 1520 average, and I'm not nervous one bit. That's good average. I had an advisor buy in at the high 30s with a couple of 1,000 shares, so I've been digging out ever since. I had an advisor buy in. I got it. I actually know somebody that invested at the DPO price, like pre DPO. Yeah, buddy. I'm a flight in NASA, Pensacola training. Good luck. Been there. Your buddy is a flight instructor at NAS. Yeah. He's great. Cheaps is great. Yo, and me and Cheaps is so... I'll tell you guys a funny story. It's so funny. So you got I'm the epitome of a Brooklyn dude, right? Like, I'm if you were to say New York, you'll be like Adams from fucking New York, right? Basically. And then you have Cheaps, who's a good old Southern boy, you know? If you look at Cheaps, Cheaps looks military. If you look at Cheaps, Cheaps drives a big truck. And if you look at Cheaps, Cheaps is definitely from the South. I'm not making fun, you know, stereotypical, Cheaps is there. I'm stereotypical New York. So you have New York, you have Florida, stereotypical. And then you got my man Oleg that moved to Jacksonville from New York. And Oleg is from Estonia, which is an old Soviet country. But for all intents and purposes, let's call him a Russian, right? Or a Soviet, whatever you want. So then you got Cheaps, who's like from the South. And you got Adam, who's from New York. And then you got Oleg, who's a Soviet. And we all meet up for drinks and food. And then Cheaps' boy is there, who's from France. And Cheeps' boy is like real maverick. He flies jets, like he flies the real jets. And it was a great old time. You know what I mean? It was a great old time. It was good. But if you guys can picture it, it was a really funny night. Exactly. No hate. Props to them to making a living. They are doing well. That's why I got get mad at Strongman for knocking out the... Yeah, so I watched Strongman yesterday and I watched Echoes yesterday review Palantir, and it got me a little bit annoyed because I feel like they're doing it just... You know how their claim grifters are grifting just to get clicks and views? Well, they're hating on Palantir just to get clicks and views, if that makes sense. Like Strongman reviewed Palantir, and when he was reviewing the financials, he was like, oh, they mentioned artificial intelligence. I hate when a company says artificial intelligence because it sounds like a grift. He didn't even realize that there's a platform called AIP. So he's looking at Palantir but doesn't even realize what Palantir is about. That's why financials don't tell the whole story. He was also making fun of Palantir. Oh, wow, they're GAAP profitable. You know, finally they made a penny per share, whatever. Less than 1% GAAP profitable. But the thing is, obviously, you know, you go from non-profitable to profitable. But between non-profitable and then profitable ridiculous, it's all gradual, right? You want them to go from, you know, not profitable to making, you know, $100 a share. Like, bro, it doesn't make sense like that. And that's why I don't understand the hate. But I will tell you one thing. And you can... I promise you there will be a video on this. Strongman invests into pretty much index funds. Echoes also invests into index funds. And I like Echoes' channel because he talks about a lot of other stuff, politics and things like that. I also believe Echoes has a lot more to offer than just hating on YouTubers. And that's my issue. But I told him that. So shout out to him. That's my opinion. I think he has a lot more to offer, and he's doing it with the political channel. At the same time, he was offering, like, if you pay me, I'll make a video. Like, it's joking and this, and I was like, I'll pay you. Make a bullish case scenario for Palantir. And he's like, I can easily make a bullish case scenario for Palantir. He said that. But then the next day, he makes a video kind of shitting on Palantir. And it sucks a little bit, you know what I mean? He did give Palantir some props, but then he's like, I'll never buy into it. And that's what sucks a little bit, you know? Like, just be truthful, be honest. And I'm not accusing it, but I think they're leaning more into the let's hate on it just to hate on it to also get likes and clicks. That's my problem. But these people that only invest into ETFs, and I think that Strongman is... international company ETF, right? I forgot the name of it. VOO, VII, whatever. Bro, these guys don't like to make money. They like strong and steady, which means they don't like to make a lot of money. They don't like to lose a lot of money. They like slow and steady. But there's going to be a time, and the time is going to come very soon, that their ETFs are going to stand fucking still. And tech stocks is going to go to the fucking moon. And that's going to be a really fun time to make videos. Until then... Yeah, I guess they're right. The tech stocks got destroyed, but there's a lot of people that made a lot of money on tech stocks. A lot of people made a lot of money on Palantir buying in at $6, $7, $8, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's what it is. But like I said, at least I like Echo's channel because Echo talks about politics, which I like. And some of the people that he talks about, he's correct on. Not all of them. Some of them. And to a degree. And there's a lot of YouTubers that don't know fucking anything. And he calls them out. So I got to give him a shout out on that. Sometimes he takes it a step further and I think he hates for the clicks and the likes because, like, as another YouTuber gets bigger, if you hate on that YouTuber, you get more clicks and likes. But yeah, shout out to Echoes. Shout out to Strongman. You are still as bullish on... Yes, I am still bullish on Affinity. I still have all of my Affinity. I didn't sell any Affinity. I am going to keep my Affinity for the long run. For better or for worse right now, I am staying into Affinity. And I think they're going to have a moment of a bull run in the next cycle. I hope so. They have a real utility. They have a real use case. And it's just a matter of marketing and getting it out there. So, yeah, I still believe in Affinity. I spent 10 years in New Zealand infantry grunt, did multiple tours in the East Timor and Afghanistan. American military is awesome. Okay. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you saying. To Australia? Maybe in the future. Good morning, Chaos. How you doing? Thank you so much. Chaos be watching my real estate channels. Yo, Chaos, I go through shit with my real estate, huh? We all grew up crazy punk kids, yes. Yo, Marcel, how you doing, man? It's not bad at all, actually. We did expectations, and then we had a small beat. So it's not bad at all. Pre-market looks good. Google is smashing it, guys. Google is smashing it. And for anybody that's following my private portfolio that I gave to all my channel members for stocks and that I gave to my Patreon members, we're up. We're actually good. The public portfolio is over 100K now. Yeah. Cheeps is a stewardess. No. So Cheeps and Marcel make fun of each other all day long. It's mad fun. We had a group called Wolfpack, and we all just knock on each other. It's great. Good morning, True. How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. 2 hours south. That's not bad. The longboat key taxes through are crazy. By the way, I'm adding 500 shares shortly. Hopefully it makes it. Shout out to you. Good for you, bro. No trends here. Not trendy. Yeah. You don't want to live anywhere near Miami, bro. Trust me. So I'm very familiar with Miami area. I'm very familiar with the whole drive up to Sunny Isles and those areas. There's a few places there that are nice, that you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get kind of bougie, but kind of relaxed as well, if that makes sense. Kind of like in the middle. Most of the homes are condos. I don't want a condo. I would like my own home. I would like a boat like you have. And I would like a nice pool. But in order to do that, I would need a certain amount of money. Like I said, I think I could get my home for 1.7, 1.5, 1.7 when the prices go down. But I'm not going to be doing that because I need to come up with the money because I don't want to sell any of my real estate here. We'll see what's going to happen. If you wait for the company to be super profitable and with a perfect balance sheet, then you invest every. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. That's my criticism to Strongman, and that's my criticism to Echoes, and my criticism for anybody that invests like that. It's not wrong, but if you're waiting for a company to already be profitable and already have good books, you're gonna make money, but you're never gonna make crazy returns. You're not gonna make that 2x in a year, right? You're going to make your 10%, 20%, 15%, which is not bad. It's good, right? But for people that need a moonshot, it's a problem. So let me rephrase. I have steady investments and then I have moonshot investments. If I was to make what I think I'm going to make on Palantir, I don't have to do anything for the rest of my life. I will be completely set up with everything that I have. And then I would just invest into super safe investments. For example, treasury bonds. Or for example, these crazy companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, things like that. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying those specific. Yes, then you don't need to take any risks. However, if this company already grows to a certain point, are you really taking risks or are you already hoping that they're going to start giving a dividend? That's what I'm saying too. Like it's really hard to invest into these companies that don't have a lot of growth. And the reason you're investing into these companies that don't have growth is because they already grew. So all the people already made the money. But if you don't risk, you don't have the reward. For anybody that's Russian, I think the cat guy is going to hear what I'm saying. Тот, кто не рискует, не пьет шампанское. The person that doesn't take any risks doesn't drink champagne. You feel me? Especially with kids. Good morning, Adam. It's nice to see another buy day. Yes, it's very nice. We had so many destroyed days. It's good. Exactly, the definition of pure clowns, repulsive. Yo, Brando! What's up, my man? How you doing? Brando, good to see you, my friend. Word is ARK is buying Palantir. So ARK is buying Palantir. They bought $4.3, $4.4 million worth of shares. So they bought around $44 million worth of Palantir, and that was for one day. They bought it over 2 funds. And I believe that they will be buying more Palantir today because usually ARK Invest buys 2 to 3 day blocks. So I foresee them buying more today, to be honest with you. I would love to make 100% in a year. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. It's possible. My moonshot investment is AMC and GameStop, but that likely only 10% of my portfolio. So I don't see AMC or GameStop ever going up to the moon again. The reason it was going up to the moon, if I'm not mistaken, is because of the whole, Wall Street bets and Reddit, and they really short squeezed the shit out of it. I don't think there's going to be another opportunity for that like that. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Then again, I was never part of the AMC and GME, right? And what bothers me also is like these YouTubers that criticize other YouTubers, they put Palantir in the same category as AMC and GameStop. But it's not, right? So they put it as, so they say Palantir is the same meme as AMC or GameStop. Now I know GameStop is offering 2-for-1 games, and I know that AMC has an amazing matinee show that you can get in to watch a movie. And I know it's not as impressive as Palantir's level 6 clearance at the highest level of the Department of Defense, but I would say that Palantir is not in the same league of AMC and GameStop. Obviously, AMC and GameStop are primo uno, and Palantir is the real meme, obviously. I risked 40K on ADA at 3 cents and caught a moonshot. You are 100%, no big risk. No, that's great. That's a really, really good investment. Good for you. Funny enough, Echoes also bought ADA, and he made crazy returns on his money. So yeah, but that's a really good run. 40,000 at 3 cents, and right now it's what, $1, if I'm not mistaken, or 30 cents or something. I mean, you made a lot of money. You probably made close to $1 million at one point. I have been waiting to get into real estate for investments. Would I benefit from your channel? I'm new with limited funds, although, I mean, bro, do you like to be entertained? Do you like to learn? If you like entertainment, if you like me talking like this, but actually talk about stuff, you would get something out of it. What do you lose? You watch a few videos, you'll be entertained. I talk about my personal experiences with dealing with Section 8. And I think you could learn because I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing. If you do or not learn, that's up to you. So yeah, but there's a lot of ways to make money in real estate, bro. There's a lot of ways to make money in real estate. You just got to find your specific niche. So Palantir is up over $10. That's really good. NASDAQ is down 0.17%, and Google is up. So it looks like Palantir and Google are the only 2 stocks that are really up right now. And the reason Google is up is because of their presentation, which I am going to be showing you. Guys, thank you so much. Again, if you guys want to support the channel, become channel members. And, yo, Scott, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for being a channel member. I appreciate you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you have any questions, feel free. If you guys want to support the channel with channel membership, it's $3 a month. I get $2 out of 3, and YouTube rapes me for $1. I'm not making too many crypto videos right now. If I have enough demand, I will open up a Patreon channel and talk about crypto. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I am focusing right now on my stock channel, and I am focusing right now on my real estate channel. I'm a little bit disgusted with crypto because everybody's thesis of crypto got fucked up, and crypto should be through the moon right now, but it's not. So it is what it is. Back to work. Bro, Mitch is a fucking astronaut, bro. He's a fucking astronaut. Is that not crazy? You should just do a live stream once a week or something just to talking about stocks and whatnot, shooting the shit. So basically, do something like I'm doing like this. Like you guys like this? You guys want me to do streams like this and just talk? Answer questions, just talk? I can do this. Palantir about to rocket up. Yeah, God willing, bro. I still believe the Algorand will not go up because of the validators. Crypto to the moon. Crypto will moon. Yo, Marcel, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate you. Mitch, thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate you as well. I got you, Tommy. I got you. I'll try to do more lives. It seems like I'm starting to get a little bit of a crowd that enjoys these. So maybe in the future I will do that. Guys, thank you very much so much. I have a few videos coming out. I'll be making a video about Google, which 4 people will watch. Please pay attention to Google. Please pay attention to HIMS. HIMS is still down, guys. Let me just can I talk about HIMS for 1 second? So let me show you guys something. Guys, I'm going to show you a very important video. Don't go nowhere. This is bonus. This is bonus. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Even if you're into crypto, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. 1 moment. I'm logging in. By the way, if anybody wants some free stocks, I have a link to Webull. Just let me know. You guys get free stocks, and so will I. Stay put. Okay. So let me present. Okay, this is Robinhood, okay? I want to show you a stock. By the way, Robinhood is giving an amazing return on your investment. They are giving you 4.65% return on your money. 4.65 right here, guys. You see that? So I have 240K and I'm getting 4.65%. That's beautiful, right? That's a lot of money for doing nothing. So yeah. Give me 1 moment. So let me show you guys a specific stock that I want to show you. This is HIMS, okay? If you guys are unfamiliar with what HIMS is, let me just do this. Can I do this? Can I do this one here? Up one second. I'm very bad with charts, guys. I'm very bad with charts. 1 moment. Okay. This is HIMS, okay? The current price of HIMS is $10. Okay, $10.72. Over the last year, HIMS is up 200%. This is not me making this shit up, and I've been talking about this stock before this. I was talking about this stock before this, but in the last year, HIMS is up 200%. I get people DMing me all the time. Yo, HIMS is amazing, HIMS is amazing, HIMS is amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. This is HIMS, the last earnings, like a year ago. It went all the way up. It beat the earnings, okay? Over here, HIMS did not beat the earnings. They met expectations. It went down. Over here, HIMS beat earnings. It went all the way up here. And then HIMS beat earnings again. It went all the way up here. And then HIMS beat earnings again, and it went all the way up here. And now HIMS beat earnings again. But instead of going up, and it should be somewhere right here, HIMS went down, okay? Let me explain something about HIMS. HIMS sells products online. They do telehealth. HIMS absolutely destroys Teladoc in the amount of online consultations they do. HIMS's online consultation takes you 3 minutes. I'll go through it if you guys want. 3 minutes. That's it. It's all through text messages online. HIMS sells to women and men. HIMS sells hair products, skincare products, erectile dysfunction, and for women, they do like birth control, mental health, things like that. They don't sell any narcotic drugs like opioids, things like that. HIMS has 1.2 million subscribers. Of the 1.2 million subscribers, they have a 90+% stickiness rate, which means 90+% of people become subscribers. I am personally a user of HIMS. The only reason I have hair is because of HIMS. I'm telling you. I made a video about it, showing people what I use. Every time HIMS comes out with a product, people use it. HIMS's average dollar retention per customer is going up. A year ago it was $50, and now it's $55. HIMS is growing their subscriber count by 100,000 every single quarter. The last quarter, they grew their subscriber count from 1.04 million to 1.2 million. The second biggest quarter they ever had. HIMS not only raises expectations, they demolish expectations and keep raising the bar and demolishing it as well. Last year, HIMS grew nearly 100% year over year. Let me say that again. Almost 100%. I think it was 94 or 97% they grew. Just listen to what I just said. HIMS grew nearly 100% year over year. This year, their last earnings, they grew 80.88% or something like that, 85%. They were only expecting to grow 78%. They already said that this year and next year, in the last quarter, not this quarter, in the last quarter, they said that they would grow 50+% compound annual growth rate. They actually grew this quarter 58% because they beat expectations. Also, they raised the bar of how much they're going to be growing this year. Hims has gross profit margins of 80%. 80%. A year and a half ago was 29%, then it went up to like 50%, then it went up to 60%, 70%, 75, 78, and then this last quarter they had 80%. They're going to bring down their profit margins to 70-something%, like mid-70s, and the rest of the money, what they do is they reinvest it into customer satisfaction and customer research. They put the money in to customer satisfaction and research. That's why people like me are such happy customers. I'm not paid by them. I'm not shilling them. I'm just giving you my personal experience. Their products are amazing. So for people like me that are growing their hair with their products, they also came out with like a dandruff shampoo, for example. Their Viagra, they sell Viagra mints. So when you're in a bar, you're drinking with a G and you want to go smash, you're going to take a pill. But instead of taking a pill and being embarrassed, you just take out a mint and eat a mint, right? It's pretty cool. The point is, Hims is destroying, smashing earnings. And it's a really, really good play for me. The only thing is, Hims is already up 210% for the year, right? If you look for just the last 3 months, it's up 12%, stuff like that. So it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. I wanted to show you one last thing, and I'm going to sign off. This was Hims right here. It went up. It went all the way up here for $22 a share. There's no reason why it went up this high. There's no reason. And then it started going down. It was a SPAC, right? And look, slowly but surely, it's starting to come back up. It's right here. I definitely think Hims has another 20 to 50% to grow from where it is now because they keep demolishing earnings. It's not like they're just meeting expectations. Look, Palantir demolished earnings. They hit 18% growth, and they were expecting 13. Hims was expecting 70-something, and they ended up getting 80%. But last year, they were going at 90-something% a year. So take a look at Hims, guys. Take a look at Hims. Guys, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Is Webull what you could recommend? So Webull is in every trading platform has a different positives and negatives. The easiest trading platform is Robinhood. Webull gives you the most bonus. So if you're going to invest, why not invest and get a bonus, right? They give you like 15 free stocks or some shit like that. So why not get free stocks? Webull gives you after hours and early hours trading though, which is really good. If you do need a link to Webull, I'll give you a link right now. 1 second. Give me a second. I'm going to give you a link right now. One moment. One moment. You don't have to use it. Where's my Webull account? I don't even have a freaking link to it. If you need a link, I'll share it. It's in my videos. But yeah, Webull is good because they give you after hours and pre-market trading, which is really, really cool. They give you options, and you could trade crypto on it too. But you get free stocks. That's the main thing. You get free stocks. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Watch out for a really cool Google video today. Peace. Nothing's financial advice.